Hey guys, how's it hanging? My name is Austin Plays, and today, as you can see, I have another comment video for you guys today. But today, I know what I said before. I said I was going to go through the first power-up item for the main rider and then move on to the second one. Technically, this is not in the Heisei. This is the start of the Reiwa era. So, we start off with 01. You have the 01 belt, and the collectible gimmick for this series being the little progrise keys. And a couple of belt straps right back here. But to start off, we're going to be taking a look at the progrise keys first, which we have Rising Hopper and Biting Shark. Main form, the main one, and then his first form change in the show. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, progrise keys are these little, key things that look more like a credit card, or like my mom says, more like little old school cassettes, if you remember those. But they come in many colors. Here we have the main one. It has the image of the bug or animal that it is represented. That is representing. Name is Rising Hopper. Ability is Jump. On the back, you have like this nice molding, like mechanical detail throughout it. Got the QR code up here for combinizing. Buttons right here to activate different sounds. Nothing on this side. The only other thing that I know that uses this kind of plastic is the Bakusho bike from X-Aid. And the activation button is up here, and an arrow to show you which way it should be pointing. But these have a little gimmick where you can open them up. You can see the image was actually in front of an X-ray of a mechanical one, and you can also see that it also now shows another image of a grasshopper. But getting in a little bit close, you can see a lot of like cool details in the actual X-ray of the hopper, of the grasshopper right here. And just by itself, it has two sounds, so we're gonna go ahead and get through those. I'm sorry, just kind of move the mic. So first one, and you can see it has a little light. So it goes with the ability, and then it'll go ahead and it'll say the ability, and then it'll say in a double syllable. With this one, it is grasshopper, and it'll say ability, and then it'll do some type of jingle. So moving on to his first form change. On the camera, this looks way more like way more like diluted, but in person it is more of like an undersea kind of like a turquoise type of color. So same thing. This one instead of a bug, it shows an animal, it being a shark. Which the key is called Biting Shark, with the ability Fang. The same kind of detail, but you can kind of see it a bit better because it is not a bright yellow. You can see in nice mechanical details. These two do take 3 LR44 batteries, like the little watch batteries. Comes included. Open it up. Again, you get the icon of the shark for right here, and also an X-ray of the actual mechanical shark here. As always, the buttons are right here. Activation here. Ability Fang. And you get the ability. But one little thing that I have kind of found out that you can do is actually take it, and by pressing down right here and moving your thumb back or like outward, you can actually get it to flip out, which I really like. It's very satisfying, especially because I always have to have my hands doing something. So this is really, really nice. But now we can go ahead and move on to the 01 driver. So here we have the 01 driver and a set of belt straps. So these work just first off, you have the belt stopper right here, being in the same like bright yellow that the Rise and Hopper progrise key is. But how you set these up is just simple. Slide this on, and then put on the belt straps, like so, and follow the L and R. Same thing with normal Heisei belts. With normal rider belts, you go ahead and attach these, like so. And it won't fit on my camera, but here we have the 01 driver with the belt straps on. But for the sake of the review, I am going to leave these off. But as you can see, the 01 belt is pretty bulky, with some nice chrome here, some metallic red, and a whole mist of bright yellow and black. You can kind of really see like the main color scheme of 01 in the belt itself, being red, black, and yellow. And with this, you may recognize this symbol. If I go ahead and say bring in Rising Hopper, you can see this little symbol right here, which you can go ahead and flick this open, and you can see why this is here. If I can get a good shot of it right there, you can go ahead and, well, first off, we can turn this on.
01 driver.
It announces its name, but I'm trying to, oh boy, okay, but this one actually has a little secret thing that you can do. So let's go ahead and flick this open and just go ahead and insert it. So you notice it said error rise. So we can go ahead and actually redo that. Instead, we can go ahead and hit the button, and then do that again. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, give me 1 second. Okay, so now we can go ahead and actually scan this. Bit closer, bit closer. So now let's go ahead and actually do this properly. So now we have the proper transformation for Kamen Rider 01 Rising Hopper, which I do not have anything currently to show what his form looks like, but you can kind of get a good idea of what the color scheme is at least. So with this, now that we have fully activated, we can go ahead and activate a couple attacks. So there we have the Rising Impact, but actually we can go ahead and power this up. So take in any one of your progrise keys if you have multiple. I currently only have just Biting Shock and Rising Hopper. So let's go ahead and So, you can power it up quite a few times, but you can see that it said bit. So, we can go ahead and power it up again. So with that, we have just unlocked the rising bite impact. So we can go ahead and power this up to kilo rise. And you can tell that each one is getting another explosion. But that was the kilo impact, so you can kind of get a theme now. It's all about technology. So you have bit, bite, kilo. If you know anything about technology, you know what comes up next. So with Mega, now we can go ahead and boost it up again. So now we can go ahead and power this up, I believe, the last time. So there we have the rising Taylor impact. So if you caught up with the theme quickly enough, you can see that it was going through storage space kind of. So it went with bytes, it went bit, byte, kilo, mega, giga, and then Taylor. But we can go ahead and actually now perform a form change. And that's actually how you get the progrise keys out. I, for the longest time, thought it was this. That is not a button. But we can go ahead and activate. And so now we have the transformation for Kamen Rider 01 Biting Shock, which gives him more shock-like features instead of just some antenna and a black and yellow color scheme. Primarily black with some yellow armor. But I'm not going to go through each one with Biting Shock. I'm just going to go through the most powerful one. So and so there we have the strongest attack possible for Biting Shock. Overall, I think this is a really good pickup if you like Kamen Rider, or like the more going back to the essence of what Kamen Rider is, or Masked Rider, like Den-O. I'm trying to think. Den-O. I think Fi's Blade and a couple other ones. really like hit home the concept of the masked part of masked writer, because in Japanese, kamen is masked. Little history lesson for you. But this goes back to it, and I really enjoy it. With me having what I have, this whole thing I really enjoy. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do the good things you guys always do. Down comment section down below. Which out of the two progress keys that we have so far, which one do you like? Biting Shock or Rising Hopper? And with that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do the good things you guys always do. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload, and so you can become a part of the world with Pack. We're all one big happy family here. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you later. And as I always say, live wild, stay weird. See you guys next time.